If you ever wanted a 2.5 pound box of cards with pretty sharp corners, do I have the set for you? There's lots to unpack as we revisit something that I haven't ripped since elementary school. It's the Magic the Gathering Foundation Starter Collection. Everything about this box hit me. The design, the colors, the hologram, get out of here. It really was tough to look at this on the shelf and not want to buy it. So I didn't buy any Magic cards since elementary school, so if you'll indulge me, this will be the first time I'm opening this product in many, many years. So you get 350 plus cards in the box, and I know it doesn't mention it specifically here, but that's actually going to be 387 cards with 361 with the regular treatment and 26 with foil treatments. It comes also in a storage box, which seems pretty sturdy, that can house everything in this box, and it's sturdy as heck. It weighs a ton and is enough to stun a small child. Like if you throw it, bang, they're like knocked out for a couple minutes. So this, I think, should be the baseline for quality assurances for card manufacturers. So, Pokemon, listen up. We also get other things like a click wheel, which is cool. And I hope you ASMR people are going to stay online because I'm totally going to listen to how clicky that click is, I suppose. Rounding them out, there are 3 play boosters, adding some level of randomness to this structured set box. So there are 14 cards in that pack where you can grab something super rare, maybe and cool, and perhaps maybe pays for the box itself. Maybe you don't. I don't know. So initially, the set that caught my eye at Target was the beginner box. Again, colors and the designs hit, and I probably stood in Target for about 10 minutes looking up what was inside that $30 box. Ultimately, as you can see, I kind of went with this one. You can see all the design language over there. We've got the little holo with the Wizards of the Coast logo at the bottom. Shiny. Everything you need to succeed. Kind of rhymes. Alrighty. So, so it turns out that the beginner box had a lot of neat stuff, but not exactly what I was looking for. Try to open that and preserve. And try not to cut into my box of cards. So while that would have been a great set for a structured game, for those game nights and everything, I really wanted the flexibility that this set offered. So I checked out an episode of Tolarian Community College, which reviewed the sets, and the results of that are here. See, this pull tab works as advertised. It does. Wow, quality. A lot of times it doesn't. You pull it and it halfway opens, and what are you gonna do? We've got the deck builder's guide right here. Very cool. And inside that deck guide, building deck with the basics, what colors to choose, and it kind of tells you the strengths of each of the colors: white, blue, green, red, and black. Building around synergy. Got Land of War Elves, Harvest Offering, etc. Mana curve, and little tips on how to play and refine your deck. Quick reference, and then a cute little character I don't know anything about. So that's cool. We'll probably move that out of the way in a little bit. You can see what's inside this box, but first we'll see what the outside looks like. Very cool. Same design on both sides. Kind of wish the other side had a different image, but alrighty. There's this life counter. Very cool. Pack of exclusive foil cards here, and our 3 play boosters. Put that off to the side. Little spacer. Throw that to the ground. We've got card dividers over here. Very cool. And the 4 sets. Anti-theft device. Oh, very cool. So there's inside this box, there's a little bit of structure there. That way you can put down these card dividers and presumably separate your unsleeved decks. But that's a something you don't see in Pokemon, which I wish they did. Very cool. Now I don't know if all of their boxes look like that, but I do think that is pretty neat. We're already losing space here, so we move a couple of these off to the side. Oof. Already damaged all my cards. Oh, very cool. We've got a pull strip that also works perfectly. So this box has everything you need potentially to build some pretty epic and viable decks. So sure, you may need to want to buy a couple extra boosters, obviously keep up with the game, but this is exactly what it is, a great place to start. So if you only got this one, I haven't played in forever, and I haven't studied what these cards do yet, so I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble figuring out which cards are particularly good. But I really like the idea of this versus the beginner box. So we got a human token. All right, these are double-sided with a copy and rats and a whole bunch of other tokens that you can use during your game. Dragon, Phyrexian Goblin, Fairy, very cool. So stack of tokens, and it's going to be a bunch of the manas. Very cool art. This also has a very familiar smell. Bunch of islands, bunch of swamps. These are the cards that you'll be using to bring out creatures and stuff like that. And yeah, so this set really doesn't hold back, and it's not being shy. They've thrown 75 cards which are rated rare or higher as part of just the core offerings that are, not including what you could possibly get in these play boosters, which is really cool. And really the closest equivalent here. Let's see which one I should go to next. I'll save the foils for last. The closest equivalent, and I've been buying Pokemon cards for a while, but I nobody to play with. The closest equivalent would be the Trainer's Toolkit, which I find to be a vastly inferior product, because it's only setting you up to build a deck revolving around the one Pokemon featured for the year, because they release one every year. And there's no real guarantee that the pack's included. I think there's usually like 4 or 5, which synergize at all with the paltry 50 base set cards included in the set. And the box only really feels heavy because they add in 100 basic energy cards. I mean, you need energy cards, obviously, but when purchasing a set like this, it's hard to count these as much value. These are just bulk, right? You can get them anywhere. You could probably buy a million of these for like $10 on eBay. Okay, so from what I remember, silvers are going to be like uncommons, blacks common, and then anything with a gold thing is going to be rare. Disenchant, Knight of Grace, release the dogs, Stasis Stare, a couple of those. Got a bunch of white cards here, very cool. Chart the Course, Dive Down. Fogbank, Kiwi Sneak, Mystical Teachings, Shipwreck Dowser, Unsummon, Deathmark, Driver of the Dead, Duress, Knight of Malice, Pulse Tracker, Sanguine Indulgence, or Sanguine, I don't know, Tribute to Hunger, Vampiric Rites, kind of different, Violent Tumor, Crash Through, Dragon Mage, Bolt Bend, G2 Lava Runner, a couple of those, Cinder Maul, Hoarding Dragon, Mind Sparker, Ravenous Giant, Pyromancer. I do appreciate that they're in different color orders, so you're not trying to create an order out of it. We got Finn the Fang Bearer, Mold Adder. Did I have Death Adder when I was a kid? I don't know. Venom Connoisseur, okay. It's Venom Connoisseur do. Whenever another creature you control enters, this creature gains Death Touch until end of turn. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, all creatures you control gain Death Touch until the end of turn. So this kind of shows you how like out of touch I am with the game, because oh boy, I do not know what Death Touch is. Cloud Blazer, Deadly Brew, Dryad Militant, Enigma Drake. Now see, now we're getting the colors that I can't separate, so I think I may have just made a mistake over here. Mortify, Savage Venmaul, Teach by Example, Trigon Predator, Diamond Mare, that's cool. I remember Nightmare, it's a cool card that I had. Fire Streaker, Gate Colossus, I think I had 2 of them. Sorcerer Spyglass, Soul Guiding Lantern, Three Tree Mascot, Guildgate, Cryptic Caves, Demolition Field, interesting. Sacrifices Land, Demir Guildgate, Golgari Guildgate, Gruul Guildgate, Izzet Guildgate. Lots of Guildgates here. Oh, this is really cool. Now, is this reminiscent of Dual Lands? I forgot what Dual Lands were. I just remember them being pretty cool when I was younger. But it's been so long since I played. Very cool. We got full arts over here. Ajani's Pridemate, Refute, Vengeful Blood Witch, a Braid, Reclamation Sage, Swift Foot Boots, and interesting islands. Yeah, I may have really made a mistake separating these guys, but yeah, I'm really just kind of going through what cards you get. Each box is going to be the same. These clear packages of cards, I guess that's pretty repetitive, are all going to have the same cards. The only difference is that I'm aware of is going to be in these 3 play boosters, and I do believe that these 3 cards are special, and they are not tournament legal or whatever. But yeah, and as far as the trainer's toolkit for Pokemon, you know, I understand, you know, there's an age range that they're kind of, you know, throwing towards, but honestly, like if you have a kid that's interested in Pokemon, I don't think the toolkit's the way to go. Probably just get them a pre-constructed deck and a couple of packs, and then with those packs, maybe they can upgrade that pre-constructed deck. And the toolkit, just you're getting a bunch of mana for no reason. You're really just paying for the mana, and that's about it to me. So I don't think they're great value. But yeah, back to this. From what I understand, there should be a Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, and Command Tower in here. And although they're not, again, they're not legal to use in a tournament, it is pretty cool that they included it, because then, you know, with your kitchen top games or your at-home play, you can just use it. So here's one of the rares, Consuming Aberration. So is this color like a mythic? I know there's a mythic, but I didn't. Stupid me. I saw that there were mythics included, and I just didn't bother figuring out anything. Well, there's a little half-wall thing down there, so maybe that signifies that this is rare and above. Charming Prince, Felidar Retreat, Fumigate, Linden the Steadfast Queen, Mentor of the Meek, Regal Caracal, Zetalpo Primal Dawn, Arcanus the Omnipotent, Dictate of Crewfix, Finale of Revelation, Harbinger of the Tides, River's Rebuke, Sphinx of the Final Word, Tempest the Jinn, Voracious Great Shark, Demonic Pack. I was about to say Dominic Pack. Desecration Demon, Dread Summons, Calestria Highborn, Midnight Reaper, Myojin of Night's Reach. Look at this art. Now Priest of Oblivion. Vampire Cleric. This really takes me back. The art nowadays seems very I don't know. I would say more detailed, but also more crowded. I feel like there was with some of the older cards, there was more of a focused art style to it. So, you know, somebody like No Priest of Oblivion, it might be just her face, not much in way of background, but now it's like really complicated. You can almost see this as, you know, a painting that you really want to see more detail about, but it's so small that you're not going to see much. A Wishclaw Talisman, Ball Lightning. Do I remember this? No, that was Chain Lightning. Dragon Master Outcast, Harmless Offering, Laughless Dragon Queen, Redcap Gutter Dweller, Stromkirk Noble, Taurian Mauler, Hero's Bane, Predator Ooze, Primal Might, very cool. Target creature you control gets +X/+X until end of turn. Then it fights up to one target creature you don't control. Okay. Primeval Bounty, Rampaging Baloths, Surak the Huntcaller, Vizier of Menagerie, Wildborn Preserver, Aurelia War Leader. Also, I was playing way before Commander, and I know Commander is apparently a huge thing right now. So I'm aware that between Standard and Commander, there may be different cards that will better for one. It's not quite good for the other. Eiley, Eternal Pilgrim, Drogskull Reaver, Halana and Elena partners, Immerstrom Predator, Maelstrom Pulse, Ovika Enigma Goliath, Prime Speaker Zengana. I was about to say Zendaya. Merfolk Wizard. We got Wiltleaf Liege, Basilisk Collar, Cultivator's Caravan, Darksteel Colossus. And, you know, I'm not paying attention to each of these cards because, again, I didn't play in a long time. This is just something I want to add to my collection in order to maybe play in the future. But I'm sure I've passed by some amazing cards already that I just didn't realize were great. Pyromancer's Goggles, Ramos Dragon Engine, Steel Hellkite, Crawling Barons. I believe that's the symbol for colorless now. Add one colorless mana if you tap it. If you pay 4, you get 2 +1/+1 counters on this land. Then you may have it become a 0/0 elemental creature until the end of the turn, but it's still a land. Interesting. Temple of Abandon, Temple of Deceit, Enlightenment, Epiphany, Malady, Malice, Mystery, Plenty, Silence, Triumph. Damn, that's a lot of dual color lands. Tatiova, Benthic Druid, Burnished Heart, Heraldic Banner, Meteor Golem, Bloodfall Caves, 2 of them, Blossoming Sands, more of these 2-color things, Dismal Backwater, Evolving Winds. Yeah, I think, what was it? Shoot. I remember there's a black-green dual land, and I just forgot what it was called. Evolving Winds, Jungle Hollow. Swamplands? I don't know. Rogue's Passage, Rugged Highlands, Scoured Barrens, and we're kind of moving into dual-colored lands, which I'm sure is really great for any dual-colored deck. Scarred Craig, Inspiring Overseer, Into the Royal, Opt, 3 ops. So we're going to get into this final foil deck. We'll see what amazing cards we get. Lyra Dawnbringer, Rite of Replication, and yeah, look at this foil. It's really nice. Rite of Replication. Massacre Worm. I'm not going to do this for every card. Gratuitous Violence. I want to make a red deck just out of this. Is it any good, though? If a creature you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it instead deals double that damage instead. All right. I don't know whether it's worth the 5 mana cost, but it sounds pretty good. We got a Gigantosaurus. What's this? It's a full art with nothing else. It's just a 10/10 creature for 5 forest mana. Doesn't do anything except attack. Adaptive Automaton, Gilded Lotus, add 3 mana of any one color. Dang, that's pretty good. Maze's End, Angel of Vitality. If you would gain life, you gain that much life +1 instead. All right. This creature gets +2/+2 as long as you have 25 or more life. All right, interesting. Make a stand. Confiscate. Take over someone's permanent. Negate. Feed the Swarm. Gatekeeper of Malakir. Gutter Snipe. Impact Tremors. Imperious Perfect. Other elves you control get +1/+1. Create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. They come with a bunch of tokens over there. Paleka Worm. Boros Charm, Unflinching Courage, Expedition Map, Howdrawn Archive. That's the end of the foils over there. Got Cat Collector. Going back to the uncommons, Divine Resilience, Joust, Twin Blade, Bloom Trick, Mystic, Mischievous Mystic, Arbiter of Woe, Infestation Stage, Midnight Snack. And there's so many cards here. I would really love to pay more attention to each of the individual arts that we have here, but you know, I don't want to make it like a 2-hour long video. So you know, when I am going through all this stuff on my own, I'm going to be really taking in all the art. Ajani's Pride Mate, Angel Finality, Savannah Lions, Micromancer. Obviously, I am looking very forward to Witness Protection, okay? Exangulate, Hero's Downfall, Marauding Blight Priest. Whenever you gain a life, each opponent loses a life. So that's definitely something for Commander. Stormcloak Blood Thief. Giving me very Overwatch Black Widow vibes. Or, sorry, Widowmaker vibes. Vampire Nighthawk, Zombify, Burst Lightning. Don't know what Kicker is. Oh, okay, they explained. You may pay an additional 4 as you cast this spell. Burst Lightning deals 2 damage to any target. If the spell was kicked, it deals 4 damage instead. Interesting. Fanatical Firebrand, Heartfire Immolator, Seismic whatever, Bite Down, Broken Wings. Does this take care of flying? Star Tucker Artifact, enchantment, or creature flying. Alright, cool. So Land of War Elves. I think I remember that from some of the sets that I had. Overrun, Snakeskin Veil, Wildwood Scourge, Empyrean Evil, Heroic Reinforcements. Cool. Ruby Daring Tracker. Okay, so I think we wasted enough time just looking at the contents of this. Hopefully, you know, hopefully you just want to look at the contents and not get too bogged down with which cards are play viable, because I'm just so basic when it comes to this stuff. You've gotten some value out of watching this video. We got the Arcane Signet over here. Soul Ring, add 2 colorless, and Command Tower, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Cool. Put Soul Ring on top. Artifact, we'll go through the play boosters now. Which one are we going to open first? Not like it matters. Just do that in order. I don't think I have much in the way of magic luck, but we're about to find out. Hopefully I'll even know if I got a good card. We got Light Shell Duo, Inspiring Paladin, Courageous Goblin, Marauding Blight Priest, Ambush Wolf, which sounds totally like a Metal Gear Solid character, Elf Sworn Giant, Pilfer, An Offer You Can't Refuse, getting into the uncommons, Cat Collector, Dreadwing Scavenger, Brazen Scourge, Swiftblade Vindicator, Double Strike, Vigilance, and Trample. We got a foil Uncharted Voyage, foil Swamp, and a counter or token. So not super great for the first pack, but we're hoping some other. I don't know why I separated these. What am I doing? Stop trying to look like I know I'm doing what I'm doing. We'll use this to kind of highlight the card that I did get here. So foils are gonna, foils are gonna go there. We got the rare, we got the uncommons. I'm not sure it's worth it to separate those, and then yeah, sounds good. Damage the card, but that's cool. I don't know what this is. Art card. This is a sticker. Art Art series. Okay, cool. I just was curious what that was. Giant Growth. Erudite Wizard. Dazzling Angel. Sower of Chaos. Burglar Rat. Witness Protection. Campus Guide. And Fire Spitter Whelp. Fiendish Panda. Arcane Epiphany. And we got a full art of Refute. Not foil. I thought it was foil at first and I just couldn't see it. Where did I put this? I guess I'll put it there. We got Celestial Armor in the rare slot, full art, flash. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Equip creature gets +2/+0 and has flying equip 3. Interesting. Very cool. I don't know where to put this. Yeah, right. Well, full art, whatever. We got Tolarian Terror. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. Ward 2, whatever that means. 6 colorless, 1 water mana. Fall version. Thornwood Falls. And the aforementioned art card. Final pack. Let's take a look at this pack. Oh, right. That was another thing. Oh, geez, where did I put it? Yeah, so initially I was not going to get this this starter collection. And I was actually going to get a full booster box. And I got it from Walmart. Unfortunately, when it came in, it was fake. Yeah, I mean, this, you know, it's got a label made in China. It has none of the Wizards of the Coast thing. The printing, I don't know if it picks up on camera. It's a little soft around the edges, and that, you know, it doesn't have those sharp lines. And it's really interesting because they took the Japan versions and they know that they printed it in, and I looked this up. They printed it in a couple of different areas, and it's just unusual that it comes from the, you know, Japan, I suppose. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to opening this in what possibly I can new series of bootleg things that I bought. Luckily, I got a refund for that one, but I don't know. It's a weird world. So it didn't come from Walmart. I bought it on the Walmart website, and it was a you know, a third-party distributor. So let's hope this last pack has something pretty good. Think twice. Kadar Commando, Burst Lightning, Macabre Waltz, Cackling Prowler, Runaway Together, Heir Apparent, and then got Tragic Banshee, Twin Blade Blessing, Dwynen Guiltleaf Dane, Zombify, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Sounds pretty cool. We've got Loot, Exuberant Explorer. Cute. Legendary creature. Is this any good? Maybe. I don't know. We've got a foil, uncommon, Rune Sealed Wall. And we've got a full art or something island, and then a token. So that's what you get in the box. Some of the better cards that you could have gotten: Rise of the Dark Realm, Blasphemous Edict, Liliana, Sire of Seven Deaths, Giada, which was on the cover of the box that I threw on the ground, so I can't pick it up. Doubling Season, Banner of Kinship, Niv Mizzet, all that kind of stuff. High value cards, none of which come in here, but you can really still make a really good, fun game night out of this. Each player buys one, and then make your own deck. Sounds pretty cool. So what do you think of the break? What were your favorite pulls? I know there weren't many because I didn't get that many packs. Did you get better cards than I did? You probably mostly got the same cards that I did, except for those 3 packs. What boxes would you like to see me crack open next? Leave a comment. Let me know. Thanks for watching, and good luck in your next break.